Hello, hello, everyone. It is Sunday night at 8, so it is time for our YouTube Live. My name is Lori Staley. I'm the Addicted Stamper with Stampin' Up. And welcome to my channel if you are new, or thanks for returning if you have been watching me for a while. It's just now 8 o'clock, so I'll give everybody a minute or two to find me and hop on. And we're going to do June's Just Cards tonight, and that is a free class with a minimum product purchase of $45 on my website. We do ask for $5 postage if you're long distance to help us with the mailing costs. Hey, Debbie, good to see you. Hey, Melinda. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We're rainy West Virginia. Rainy everywhere, I think. I've had enough rain for a while. I think that the grass is growing, the flowers and plants are growing. I think we're good for a little bit. But I don't know what Mother Nature has in store for us this week. I know we're going to have cold temperatures. It's crazy. It's the craziest June I can remember in a long time. I'm trying to see if I can adjust this because to see the comments, I have to remove my screen from view. So I won't know if I'm literally on or not on screen or not. So I'm trying to see if I can fix that. But I am not sure that I can. Here, let's try this. Everybody have a good weekend. Did you celebrate fathers accordingly? See if that is any better as we go forward. Okay, so real quick, this is my June Creativity Delivered class. Now, this is a class kit. It is $35 for the kit. You get enough supplies plus to make 2 of each of the 4 cards that you see laying here. A couple of these are fun folds. These are the fun folds in the class. And then this is just a really pretty card done with the Florals in Bloom Designer Series paper. And also one done with Designer Series paper, although we used the dies as well for the pretty florals on this one and some fussy cutting. So anything not related to like this will be cut, die cut, embossed, etc. And then you have the PDF and you'll have a video, which I did last week, I believe, to help you put the cards together. You're also going to get a Wink of Stella because we glittered up some of those pieces and parts. And you're also going to get a full pack of the Florals in Bloom 12 by 12 Designer Series paper that you will use on your project. So you'll cut like your Designer Series paper pieces on each of the cards, right? Plus, you're going to get a half a pack of butterflies, and those doggone brush breast butterflies keep flying off. I'm not really sure where I had the pack, I lost the pack, I found the pack, I don't know where it is now. So the butterflies are out flitting around. It's the best I can tell you. So you'll also get a half a pack of those in there. The cost is $35. Full PDF to help you put the projects together. As I said, there's a YouTube video out there as well. All that fun stuff. All right, now let's see who else. Is anybody else? Come on. Hey, Corinne, good to see you. Hope you're doing okay. Hey, Judy, Cloudy in Alberta. I saw that. I saw some pictures of down there. It's crazy. And rain and water and all that flooding is so dangerous. It's really sad. It is really sad, the extreme weather events that we're having. Well, tonight we're going to do June's Just Cards. Now, that is also a class, but you earn this one for free with your minimum $45 product purchase on my website. If you're long distance, we ask for $5 to help mail the kits to you. You get everything you need to make one of each of the cards along with envelopes. As a matter of fact, all your pieces for your projects are packed inside the envelope. And all the gems and everything are put in a little Ziploc bag and come to you as well. There's also a PDF for that. And again, this video that can help you when you get these and you're putting them together if you're long distance. If you're local, you can join us at the in-person class. It's the second Tuesday of every month at 3 p.m. But that will be coming up in early July. And let's see what else is happening. Don't forget, we still have our sweet sale, right? 50% off all the sweets and sweet products. There's a little trick to figuring out your ordering. I understand. If you're ordering two sweets, no problem, right? You're going to get the lesser of the two sweets as your half price item. If you're ordering a sweet, and then maybe you want a designer series paper or an embossing folder or an embellishment that was part of another suite, that's what's going to be the half price item. So maybe think about what you're ordering. Maybe you're ordering a suite and a bundle. Okay, well, the bundle will be half price. And that makes sense because I don't think there's any sale where you get the half price item, which is the most expensive item, right? But think about it as you're placing your order. If you're ordering a bunch of stuff, think about how maybe you want to put two orders in. It might pay you, even though you'll have the second shipping and handling charge, to make that happen, right? And then the other thing, and I believe this is still available, is the virtual album retreat that's coming up. And you can get that. That's going to be held online virtually July 16th through the 18th. And if you're interested in that great scrapbooking event, it's a month to month virtual album. You didn't get a physical album, you did get the sleeves to hold all of the pages in the kit. And of course, you're going to have a 2-page spread layout for each month throughout the year. I know there's at least 4 stamp sets in there. Again, the 12 by 12 sleeves are in there. So I know there's lots of other good product in there. I'm trying to figure out what just happened to my screen because I'm frozen over here. Am I frozen with you guys? Hopefully not. Okay, well, we're gonna start, and I'm hoping I'm gonna see me come back up in the screen here. So the tricky part here was I'm only home for a couple of days and then I'm back down at the nest until I'm not really sure when. So there's a couple of things I don't have with me. One, it's just stamps. One is an embossing folder. But we're just going to go forward and create these pretty projects as if we had everything. Oh, there we are. We're back, I think. No, I don't know. Okay, is the screen right for you guys? Because it is definitely not right for me. I'm good. Okay, good, good, good. Awesome. All right, let's go then. Let's do it. So we're going to start with this cute one. And what you will note, if you've never watched my Just Cards classes before, what you'll notice is that everything is pretty much done with embossing folders, die cuts, and designer series paper, so that all you need at home, if you're not able to join us in person, is to have some greetings on hand. And it doesn't even have to be the same theme greeting. This happens to be a thinking of you card, but you could make it a birthday card. You could make it an anniversary card. You can make it whatever you like, right? So we're going to start with a layer of bubble bath. This is just the 5.5 by 8.5. Grab my bone folder, crease that. We've got berry burst, and we've got this pretty paper. I think this is from Celebratory Sips, but don't hold me to that. Adhesive would be a good thing to help us move forward. I see red. Let's not try that one. Let's try this one. We're going to layer that onto the berry burst. Did everybody have a good week since I've seen you last? Yeah, my screen is really messed up. So holler at me if something is off screen. And then we're going to use some Timid Tiger, which of course is one of the new in colors. And this piece, while it's probably hard to see on camera, it is embossed with the new Pressed Flowers embossing folder. So we're going to mount those two together, kind of center that. This is my Cozy Craft Nest hoodie, which is really soft and I love it. But I had packed it away and I had to pull it back out because, yeah, it was cold here today. It was cold, and we were out running around, of course. There is our layer. So this is one of those where I don't have the actual thinking of you, which I believe is in Wonderful Thoughts. So we're going to use a different thinking of you. And I believe it's going to fit on here. And of course, we're going to use some Timid Tiger ink. Perfect. So this just shows you too, if you don't have the actual greetings used on my card that's in the PDF, you don't have to because you can substitute. Now, in this case, I substituted another thinking of you, but you can substitute whatever greeting you might have or what you want to create the card for. And this is just mounted flat. I'm going to put that up to the edge of the berry burst. And then we're going to bring in our in color dots for 25, 27. And we are using, oh, got it. We are using the Darling Duckling color for our dots because we have some of that in the floral pattern that's on the designer series paper. So we're going to pop that up here in the corner. And then we'll grab two of the smaller ones. And pop them on either side. Oops. It's also really cold in my studio. And so my hands are like, what? You want my fingers to work? And then on the inside, we're just going to add a piece of that designer series paper across the bottom. It dresses up the inside of the card a little bit, but it leaves you plenty of room to write a personalized message. So just like that, you've created a card. Okay, so that's our first one. A little bit different thinking of your greeting, but both work. And again, you can substitute whatever greeting you would like. I know, Valerie. I absolutely agree. It was 80 and muggy and rainy here. Oh, that's the worst, Melinda. Those nails are purple. Hey, Betty, good to see you. It is just wrong to put the heat on. Absolutely. You know, I love my purple. I'll tell you this too, my toenails are purple. Although I think I have a pedicure tomorrow, so they may not be purple tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'll do. Okay, next card. This one, I don't have the embossing folder, so we're just going to leave it plain. Your kit would be embossed, so you wouldn't have to worry about that. But again, I was in down at the nest for I'm not sure how long last week, most of the week. And when I came home, I thought, well, I'm only home for a couple of days, so it doesn't really make a lot of sense for me to drag everything back home. Yeah, that's what happens. Blackberry Bliss behind the layer of basic white. Then we have a strip of that pretty designer series paper. Florals in Bloom and Floral, I think the other one's called Floral Impression. I love both of those designer series papers right now. And we're just going to line that up along the bottom edge and on the sides. And then this is going to come right there. Just a plain strip of Blackberry Bliss. I want to make sure it's straight. Okay, look at that. Oh, thanks, guys. Yeah, I can't turn the heat on. I did have the air conditioning on here when I got home yesterday and I turned it off. It's like, okay, I'm freezing. I'm freezing. This is the new in color ribbon. This is the strawberry slush, of course. And it's kind of like a linen ribbon, so it's really pretty. And then one of the things I always do is just go back over, tack my ends down so that they don't come loose. Always important to know which end your fold is on before you mount your card. Otherwise, you're doing things upside down. Never good. And then I went ahead and I die cut our two layers. Of course, the first one is the strawberry slush again. We're going to pop that on there with dimensionals. We have our white layer. Let me see which one of these stamps says happy birthday. These are from Simply Said. And I say all the time that Simply Said is one of my favorite stamp sets right now. And apparently it was because this month, while I designed at different times, I used the exact same two greetings on two different birthday cards. There we go. Blackberry Bliss is going to be our color for stamping. And if you're new to Stampin' Up, I did that really quickly when I opened the ink pad. And you're just now getting our inks, then they open up like a compact, right? And where the wider lip is, that's where you grab and pull to close. But when you get them, okay, look for the little divot, if you will, and that's where you're going to put your thumbs to pull it apart and then slide it into place. If you have older ink pads, those open a little bit differently, but this is the current um, opening procedure, if you will, for current ink pads in the color families. I'll pop that on there. This is going to go on with dimensionals. So when you get the kits, really what you'll need are your stamps, your inks, and then any adhesives, whether it be the seal or dimensionals or whatever you use for your adhesives. And we're going to come back and grab the strawberry slush in color dot or in color flat pearls. We're going to use the small ones this time. Okay. These are really pretty because they do have that pearlescent effect. So that's kind of cool. And then we're going to add the other greeting that I use multiple times. Again, we're going to use that Blackberry Bliss. And this is just the Let's Celebrate, also from Simply Said. Again, if you happen to be new to stamping and you're looking for a good overall greeting set, very, very simple greetings, then I cannot recommend Simply Said enough. It has the Let's Celebrate, the Thinking of You, Happy Birthday, Thanks, Birthday Wishes, Just a Note, Hello, Miss You, Thank You, and Yay. Oh, were you the new one? I don't know if I got that yet. Well, I didn't get any of my stuff yet. I'm hoping my pre-order's in. So Tuesday's live, we can do pre-order unboxing. And there is project number 2. Now, I like them both, but I definitely think the embossing in the background adds a little bit of something to it. What do you think? Would you agree with that, or you like it plain? your thoughts there while I quickly clean those two stamps because we're going to use them again. Oh, thanks, Judy. All right. And then I frequently get asked for birthday cards for kiddos. My kiddo is 20, 24 now. Yeah. Both? You like both? Awesome. But the otters are pretty cute, if you ask me. And I don't think they just have to be for kiddos, but they certainly work for our younger friends. We're going to start with a layer of pecan pie in the background, or as our card base, if you will. And then I have a layer of pool party, and I've got my strips. And we'll see if I kept these in order. I think I did. Look at that. So whenever I do something like this, I always start on the ends with mounting so that I can use that center piece or that middle piece to center between the other two strips. So we're going to put these both on first and trying to space them equally from top to bottom and on the left side and the right side. Pretty good. So then I can split the distance in the middle equally, right? There we go. This is going to go right on our card front. And then I have a strip of pecan pie, and I die cut the white, which will be done for you in your kit. I did die cut that with the long thin die from Textured Notes. So I think I finally got I think I finally got the lighting figured out here. And but the problem is I can't lean my head forward at all or I hit the mount. So that's why I keep dropping this a little bit lower and a little bit lower so I have half a chance of getting it centered. That's not horrible. That over there. This is going to go right in the center of the pecan pie strip. That one always makes me hungry. My mother-in-law um, makes very good pecan pie. Okay. Dimensionals for the back of this. I think I put all the river rock embellishments away. Now I could put this down here, but I don't really want to cover his cute little face. So depending upon what your designer series caper pattern is in your kit, you can choose to put the birthday greeting wherever you want. We could put it here in the center. I actually think I'm going to go up here. I'm going to go really rogue, right? Because then we get to see these cute little guys as well. And let me grab. Or not. Yep. I did. I stuck them right back in my holder. And these are the Riverside Irregular Pearls. They are still in the store. They've not retired. Hey, Pat. Good to see you. And they're nice and flat. So even though they have a little height to them, if you will, They are flat. Mhm. And then you chase them around. There we go. I don't know why I insist on not using the putty, but there we go. And then guess what I did on the inside of this one? I did the Let's Celebrate. Like I said, I designed 2 different times, and I grabbed that Simply Said set all the time. Well, and I love that the paint, like, you really actually can do lots of fun cards with just the designer series paper, right? I didn't even bring in the dies or the stamp set for this one. But yes, that just adds to the cuteness when you have those products as well. All right, so there is, my goodness, that's our third project already. As you can see, these are quick cards, especially when you get the kits and they're already done, everything's cut out for you, embossed, die cut, whatever the need is, right? So there is our kiddo birthday card, if you will. I know I love those pearls. They're so pretty because they've got some shimmer, they've got some different undertones to them. So you've got some blues, you've got some grays. Really very cool. All right, so this one is the this one is the one I don't have the greeting on, and I couldn't even come up with a substitute greeting. But I do really like this card. It's a little bit of a fun fold, and we're using cloud cover, which I'm so sad about the ink. Um, Although there are solutions out there, we've talked about them before, right? You can get the cloud cover re-anchor and one of our stamping spots, our ink stamping spots, and create your own little ink pad. You can get a linen or felt uninked large pad and use it to fill with the re-anchor, because really the issue, if you will, is not necessarily the re-anchor itself, it's the interaction it has with the felt pad. So here is our natural botanicals designer series paper. Just going to use a little bit of that cloud cover in black. Oh, they just pop, I think. Well, that decided to lay down before I wanted it to. I need something to break that black on black. So I have a hope of getting that on there. So many of you have followed my journey over the last 8 years with my eyes and my sight. So I want to share with you that this morning when I got up and I looked out my back window as I was getting ready, I had the best vision that I have had in 8 years. I never thought my vision would be that good again. So thank you for those of you that have been on the journey. Thank you for the prayers. I still have not done the final surgery on my right eye, and I'm going to hold off on that as long as I can because right now my vision is so good that I don't really feel like I need it. When I get to that point, I'll have to cross that bridge. But yeah, um, I'm very, very pleased with where I finally. It's been an effort. It's been a journey, shall we say? But it is so much improved. So thank you. Okay, so this one was bought embossed with the Fern embossing folder. When I created the card, it was still current. It was still in the store, although it's on last chance. Um, but I love that one. I am going to miss many cane embossing. I love that one. That one's on last chance. I'm going to miss a lot of our embossing folders that we've opted to retire. So here's my tip. And God, I hope I remember to do this when we're cutting for you guys. Um, Adhesive sheets are your friends when you have something this fine detailed. Tumbo works, and God knows I never remember to use the adhesive sheet, so I can't make any promises to you if you earn the kits or purchase the kits. You can also purchase the kits for $20. Again, plus postage if you're long distance. But yeah, adhesive sheets will not make your fingers sticky, right? All right, so we're just going to pop that right on there so that it's kind of coming up into that corner. I'm going to put adhesive just across the top edge so that I do not seal the card closed. I'm going to line it up centered and along the bottom edge. Or that was my goal. I think we got it there. Okay, so then if I had the With Symphony, we would stamp that in Memento and we would pop this little guy right on here. That would be looking something like that. We're going to grab our inside layer. And I do have a greeting, not the one I used originally, but I do have a greeting here that we can use. So we're going to do that. And this one that I'm using today comes from The Right Words. And you all know that that is a great, I promote that a lot because I think it is also a fabulous greeting set. And it has a lot of greetings in it. So this one happens to say, hoping the loss you feel right now will be eased by wonderful memories. But it has everything from I miss you already, thinking of you, which is what we used on the thinking of you card, to someone worth celebrating every single day, from the happy birthday. Lots and lots of greetings in there. So it's a good set. And that's a new one. That's not been around very long. I should have a piece of basic black to lay behind this, but we're just going with it tonight. There we go. So I definitely like the one with the basic black layer behind the white. And certainly the greeting on there makes a huge difference as well. We'll just layer that right there. But there is, and then we will add one of our textured notes. I'm like, I know I have that. It's right here. Not our textured notes. Our neutral matte dots, which is in the textured note suite of products. I'm a big fan of these too, because they are nice basic white pecan pie, basic black, and basic beige, um, which are great colors for all situations. Plus the basic beige and the basic white you can color with your Stampin' Blends to customize to your project. And I love doing that as well. And there's what your card will look like when all the pieces are available. Oh, oh, thanks, guys. All right, so that's project number 4. Let me put the lid on the Memento before I lay my hand and or a card down in it. You guys do that ever? Have you ever done that, or is it just me? You finish a project and then lo and behold, you lay the card down in the ink pad. They don't call me Grace for nothing. All right, and then how about a masculine birthday card? I get a lot of requests for masculine cards. I thought this one fit the bill very nicely. I love that pattern of the Country Woods Designer Series paper. That is a great pack of paper to use for masculine cards. Misty Moonlight and a layer of early espresso with a layer of smoky slate. And then here is our designer series paper. We're going to go ahead and mount another little strip. I make it bigger than it needs to be simply for ease of handling, but we really just want about an 1/8 showing. So we're going to add some adhesive back here on the back, and then I'm going to bring this piece of white in so I can see. I just got done saying how good my eyes are, and they are, but not when it's dark on dark. That's asking a little much, I think. Okay, this is going to get popped on evenly at the top and sides. Mhm. There we go. And I was a brave, brave person there because I did that before I stamped my happy birthday. My tip is layer it, but don't adhere it so that you know your spacing, and then come stamp your happy birthday. We'll take it. We'll take that. So now this can go on. Ooh, we just have a couple more pieces to adhere. Are we going to make it? I am down to one refill. I don't know how that happened because I'm usually really careful to make sure I've got about 10 on hand. Well, I am down to one refill in my studio. And I have an order coming with some in it. So I'm hoping it gets here before I leave. Well, hopefully it will because I'd like to share my pre order with you on Tuesday. So fingers crossed, right? And for this one, what did I put on the inside? Oh, this one says, "May all your wishes come true." That is a greeting from Unbounded Love, which is not here. So we are going to use the greeting from The Right Words: "To someone worth celebrating every single day." Eh, I almost want to test that before I do it again. There we go. That's why we stamp before we mount, right? Hey, Julie, good to see you. Oh, thank you, ladies. Thank you, thank you. So one, two, three, four, and five, and I think we make it. Okay, and then we're going to use the adhesive back textured dots. Like, where did my take your pick tool go? It ran away, and we're going to use the smaller ones and pop one on each side of the greeting. Oh, no, no, no. It's being contrary. There we go. So, and there's our inside. All right. So that was project number 5. They're quick. They are quick cards. Let's bring them back in so you can see them all together again. Again, this is a free class with purchase of $45 or more in product on my website. I've linked my online store below for you. Okay. And here's our last one. So apparently I was into the blues and the pinks when I designed this month. Usually I try to spread the colors out a little bit more, but I don't know. This must have just been the mood I was in. So hopefully you enjoyed those. Thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget, sweet sale still going on. The creativity delivered for June with the pretty florals and the Florals and Bloom Designer Series paper. That registration is open, I think, until the 18th. Don't hold me to that date, but somewhere in that range. That link is below as well if you're interested in grabbing that class. It's $35 plus postage if you're long distance. And I hope to be here with you Tuesday evening, Tuesday night at 8, since we said we liked that time. I'll do that when I can. Tuesday night at 8 to unpack my pre order, or at least share my pre order with you. I might unpack it beforehand and get it all organized. And then I will not be live next Sunday. We have a retreat this weekend at the Nest, so I will be down there all weekend and possibly all next week. So I'm still trying to figure out that schedule. But I will post if I'm not going to be live. I'm definitely not going to be live on Sunday night. I'll post if I'm not going to be live on Tuesday, or I may just try to go live from down there. We'll see. So, all right. Hey guys, have a great week. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. I appreciate it. Happy Sunday and be safe. Bye.